Wrestlecon, guys. It is early, about an hour and a half before the event starts, and I just got in line for Sting. I got my whole duffel bag here of stuff. It's pretty empty right now, but I assume it's going to fill up, so we are just getting ready to go, and I will see you inside. Made it into Wrestlecon, guys. Tons of figures, tons of vendors, multiple floors. We'll show you around as we get going. Got the major pod going on here. Got to pick up some Macho Man's, WrestleCon exclusive. We got Nick from the Fig Cave. All right. I'm waiting in line to meet Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler. Here we go. All right, guys, so we just went to the room, dropped some stuff off. WrestleCon has been a major success. At this point, you've probably not seen enough, so I'm going to show you some pictures of who we just met, talk about what we said to them, what they said to us, and show you what we got autographed in the haul video. So stay tuned for that video to drop. See you soon. Cody Rhodes' jacket is here with Mama Rhodes. Pretty funny. All right, guys, WrestleCon Day 2. We're about to head down there. I got to go grab a chair that I'm getting signed for my boss, Ronda Rousey chair. So we had to go grab that from my car. And I got some Funko Pops to get signed. We're meeting, I think on the agenda today is Ronda Rousey, Ric Flair, maybe Chris Van Vliet if he's there. I think that's going to be it for today. We basically knocked out everybody yesterday, and you saw the pictures already from those meet and greets, and then obviously at the end of the video we will show you the haul. I think that's the order I'm doing this video in. If not, and if I already showed you autographs, then hope you enjoyed those. But I think I'm going to save them for the end of the video, so hope you enjoy when they come then. But I'll show you around WrestleCon like always. Hopefully today I'll have a little bit more time. Yesterday was really hectic. Trying to meet the Hardys, Kurt Angle, Dolph Ziggler, Sting. We had so many, Tito Santana, Ted DiBiase. So yesterday was mainly the meet and greet day. I tried to knock out as many as I could before today because I know Ronda Rousey and Ric Flair are probably going to have long lines. But other than that, today should be showing you the figures, showing you the concessions, all that good stuff. So stick around, stay tuned, and we'll see you downstairs in the lobby. Alrighty, guys, so in the lobby here, you got RVD up there getting his breakfast with legends like Jake the Snake. I don't know if you can see them, but they're sitting up there. Basically, this is the lobby where you enter if you're not staying at the hotel. You enter through those doors there, come on in, and then you go upstairs. This is just in Philly. I'm not sure how it works everywhere else, but you got the second floor there. They have some meet and greets up there, autograph sessions, figures, t-shirts, all types of stuff. And they actually have a third floor up there, and that's even more meet and greets. So basically the top two floors are where you're gonna get to meet people, get to get things signed. But this is basically what it looks like in Philly, and I don't know how it will look everywhere else, but if you stay in the hotel where it's at, it's very easy. I just went outside, grabbed the chair, came right back in, and we're still 30 minutes early to the start of the event. Getting into Ronda Rousey, about to meet her. We're inside the High Spots store, guys. They got a ton of signed stuff. Shawn Michaels. That's a pretty sick Jeff Hardy. Cody Rhodes. This is freaking awesome. I also have a Funko Pop I'm going to be picking up. So many cool things here. That is a sick piece. Memphis Wrestling Legends. Woo. And the prices are really good here. Razor Ramon. The Hardy Boys. It's a pretty cool one. Signed by both. And everything's certified too, so Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho. That's awesome. They also have a whole figure section over here. Looks like some older figures, and then they have some newer stuff signed, AEW, as you can see. So that's pretty cool. High Spots does a whole entire little store over here Brandy Rhodes. Really cool. And like I said, I'm going to be picking some stuff up in here from people that I couldn't meet this weekend or haven't met, don't have any autographs. And I will show you those in the haul video, so stay tuned. Some more stuff all over the tables. A lot of autos. Tons of stuff. And then they have some posters too that are not signed. That's a really good price. Drew McIntyre, $100. This one's signed by Ricky the Dragon. Really, really good stuff, guys. Some more autographed figures over here. Got Dustin Rhodes, AEW. That's all him. And then they have figures of people that are here this weekend, unsigned, so that you can get them signed. A bunch of Stings. That's Sting 1 of 3,000. Shop AEW. Ronda's, who we're meeting today. Alright guys, we got the high spots section here. They got the Faces of Foley 3-pack. And they have the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace to the legend. Tons of good stuff here. Here's some more autograph stuff, guys. This is awesome, man. I didn't even go in here until today, and the High Spot store is unbelievable. Make sure you check it out if you ever go to Wrestlecon. Unreal. And the prices, like I said, are great. This Randy Orton right here is only $100. Signed, certified, $100. So, again, some people might think that's a lot. I think it's a pretty great price. Some cool turnbuckles that are signed. And then a bunch of Stings, even though he's not here for the rest of the weekend. But really good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. There we go, guys. Ronda Rousey. So we just met Ronda Rousey, and just for the sake of this not being my autograph, this is my boss's. It's upside down right now. You can, can't really turn it for you, but Ronda signed that chair, and then we got one thing signed, so you'll see that in the haul video. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we're back from WrestleMania. Man, was it a great weekend. Just so many great things. We had a great time at Wrestlecon. We had a great time at WWE World on Thursday. Then we did Wrestlecon Friday, Saturday, and a little bit on Sunday, not too much, because we were pretty beat from WrestleMania on Saturday. We'll get into all of that. But overall, the weekend was great. I had such a great time, and I thought WrestleMania was really a great event. I'm curious to see what you guys thought, so please comment down below. Let me know if you liked WrestleMania, if you didn't like it, if you like night 1, not night 2. I'm curious, so please do let me know. And if my voice sounds a little weird, it's the day after Mania, the morning after Mania, so I'm very tired, and the voice is definitely a little groggy from screaming. So anyways, I got some notes here for us. I'm going to show pictures as we go through, but I just wanted to get through. I had some notes on WrestleCon. I had some tips and tricks that I think might be helpful to you guys if you're thinking about going to WrestleMania next year, or you just maybe want to know about it and you're just curious of how things kind of go down there, because I was, and now that I went, I would love to share it with you guys. So we're going to talk about WrestleCon, we're going to talk about WWE World, and then we're going to talk just a couple things about WrestleMania. Can't really touch too much because it's going to go from venue to venue on that, but I'm going to try to run it down here. I got my phone here, a couple notes, so if I'm looking down, I do apologize. But anyways, for WrestleCon, guys, so I said staying at the hotel is definitely worth it. That's just my opinion. It was very, very much worth it just because of the start time. WrestleCon started this year from 9 a.m. and went only until 2 p.m. So you have a short window there to get a lot of the autographs or pictures that you're wanting to get. And to be there at 9 a.m., you're going to get in and everybody's going to be racing to meet the big stars. This year they had Sting, who we were picture inserted right here. We were lucky enough to meet Sting. We got some stuff signed, so you'll see in the haul video. Stay tuned for that. That's dropping pretty soon after this. But Sting was a very long line. In that first day that he was there on Friday, people didn't really know exactly what to do. Like, can you wait in line? I went at 9 a.m. right when they opened, or actually I went at 8:30, and I was told it was too early. He had to do pro photo ops first, and then he was going to come back. So to come back at like 11, so that kind of changed the whole game for me that day. I didn't really know who I was going to meet. I was kind of running around like a chicken with its head cut off. So just kind of be flexible. But my whole reasoning in saying that is me being at the hotel was a game changer. I was able to get down there just from my room straight to the ballroom where Sting was that day, and I was down there at 8:30, just kind of waiting around. It's pretty empty. People started to file in around 15 to 20 minutes before the event started. Some people obviously were there earlier than that, but that was kind of what I had noticed. So yeah, I thought the hotel was definitely worth it. And it brings me into my next point, which is that staying in the hotel actually is super helpful if you're going to take the Wrestlecon bus. And I think that the Wrestlecon bus is worth it. I think it was $50 per person per night. So $100 for night one and night two if you're going per person. And it's round trip, and they give you a bracelet on the day of. That's at least how they did it this year. They give you a bracelet. You go to the registration desk, pick up your bracelet, gets you on the bus that day. And I mean, you're going to hit some traffic. It's not going to be like a magical school bus where you just suddenly show up and you're at WrestleMania. So be patient with them. Obviously, you're getting driven to the event, so you don't have to do any driving. You could pregame a little bit before if you like to drink or whatever it is that you want to do. I think it's a safe bet, and that's why I took that route. Me and my dad ended up going on the bus, and it worked out well. Night two, there was obviously a bit more traffic leaving the event. So, again, just be patient, be kind, all those things. Other than that, though, I mean, the hotel, like I said, I think it's worth it just because you get to see superstars all over the place. I mean, me and my dad had one night, I think the first night we got there Thursday, we're getting into the elevator, and out comes Ron Simmons and Teddy Long, and they couldn't work the elevator. The room keys weren't scanning or something, so I asked if I could help them out. And I ended up bringing Lex Luger up to his floor because his key wasn't working. And it was just an awesome experience. And I didn't bother him for a picture or anything because that's what they're there for. They're there to make the money on pictures, autographs. So I didn't ask for any pictures, just being courteous of that. But it was awesome to have that experience with my dad and see Lex Luger, who he grew up watching. And now I'm there with him just experiencing that. It was really cool. But things like that happen at the hotel, and I know people say that in other videos, and they're absolutely right. So if you're into that, definitely I would say stay wherever WrestleCon is going to be hosted. Another cool thing about this year was that I heard problems from previous years that WrestleCon was very far from anything WWE was hosting, not in walking distance, pretty far Uber ride, kind of expensive. This year, it was really solid for walking to WWE World. Can't say the same for Lincoln Financial Field where WrestleMania was, but it was very, very solid for walking to WWE World. I think it was a 12-minute walk from the hotel to WWE World, and the Superstore was right there as well. So super convenient. I hope they do that going down the line wherever they host WrestleMania, but that was super convenient as well. Just something to consider if you do plan on walking or Ubering. That the Ubers cost me, I think, $10 to get. I mean, I don't know, probably like 2-3 miles away. So if that helps out, there were some good restaurants around us that were about 3 miles, and it was like a $10 Uber. But then again, it's in Philly, so I'm not sure how busy it is in comparison to Los Angeles or Dallas. So, like I said, it's going to vary from state to state wherever they host WrestleMania, but just something to consider. Another key takeaway that I had from WrestleCon was they released a cheat sheet a couple days before, just talking about basically this is how much a wrestler will cost for a picture, this is how much they'll cost for an autograph, a combo, and how many days they'll be there, and basically listed out all of the talent as well. It was pretty accurate for the majority, but I will say don't have your heart set on that price. Have a little bit more money, because, for example, the Hardy Boys, big attraction, obviously. I went there thinking that for Jeff Hardy it was $60 per autograph, $60 per picture.
$80 combo. So I was thinking for the two of them, if I wanted a picture with both, $80 per, in the autograph, it'd be $160. They were charging basically per item $200 flat. You were going to get the autograph from both Matt and Jeff on the item and a photo, or a lot of photos. They took a bunch with the both of them and then individually as well. So that's what I'm saying. Just be flexible. It was about $40 per item, more than I had prepared for. So that's $80 if you bring two items, and that's like a whole nother autograph from another talent. So just keep that in mind, something to consider, that the cheat sheet was very helpful, but it's not entirely accurate, and they're subject to change, I would say. Also, I made great friends over there in the High Spot store, man. We were business partners this week. I don't know if anybody knew about this. I'm not sure if they have it every year at Wrestlemania, or if this year was the first year. They had a whole entire, basically, I want to say a whole room of the ballroom floor, where the High Spot store, the online store, had a whole entire section, just posters. They had a ton of stuff. I can't even tell you. They had posters, figures, everything you can think of signed. They had it, and it was unbelievable. So just keep that in mind. Very, very cool stuff, and very expensive as well. I mean, not totally expensive. If you watch the haul video, I'll tell you how much I got some things for. I got some really good deals, and then I paid a little bit more for some items that were more top tier. So keep that in mind, just something to think about, that there is a lot of stuff to buy, not just autographs and pictures with the talent. So just something to think about. And lastly, at Wrestlecon, JSA is there. I'm not sure if they're there every year, but for this one they were there. $10 per item signed at the event, and $20 per item if you brought something that wasn't signed there. So let's say you go to WWE World, right, and you're staying in the hotel, and you met, let's just say, AJ Styles, because here's a picture of us with AJ Styles. Let's say you meet AJ Styles, like I did, got something signed, went over to JSA in the hotel, asked him, hey, can I get this JSA'd? $20. So $10 more for an item that's not signed there. Pretty awesome. And I liked it a lot more as an overall event, a lot more than WWE World. And now we'll get into that. WWE World, I'm not going to bash it. It was a great time. I had a wonderful time at the event. Was able to meet AJ Styles like we just talked about. Overall, it was really cool, and they had a lot of interactive things. You can do an entrance where you walk down. I didn't do too many of the interactive stuff. I took some pictures, but didn't do a lot of the interactive things. Saw a lot of people doing it, though, and it looked really fun. So we got pictures by the ring. I think I got a picture by the In Your House setup there. I think my dad got a picture inside of the War Games cage. So they had some really cool stuff, but you can get through it very quickly. I had bought tickets for Thursday and Sunday trying to get the Cody Rhodes and CM Punk autograph session, or the pro photo op. I didn't get either of them, and Sunday I didn't even go to WWE World, to be honest. I just had seen pretty much everything that I could see on Thursday, and I just wasn't really feeling up to it from being so tired from WrestleMania Night 1, so I ended up skipping it. But like I said, it's a great event, and it's a good time, probably something you should see. I think it's only worth going maybe one day, though. And the Superstore didn't have a lot of sizes, so if you want anything and your heart is set on wearing something from the Superstore, get in there and get it right away. Even if you got to wait in line, it's going to be a big line. But they ran out of sizes really quick. I only found one extra large hoodie and was able to pick that up, but it was off-centered. Like people were clearly passing on it, and then I thought I found the golden egg. The logo is off-centered, but it's for me and for my memories, so I'm happy with it. But definitely look at what you're buying and just make sure everything looks good. Don't be like me. And the last thing I'm going to talk about, guys, is WrestleMania. I can't really even tell you how great this event was. The show was phenomenal. I was a big fan of how they set it up, of the surprises that we got. It was awesome. Huge fan. Great time. Looking at my notes, though, I did have a couple things, just 3 quick things to try to give you advice on, and this is really specific to my section, which was 116R. Was a riser kind of in the corner of a ring post, if that makes sense. And there were a couple helpful videos saying maybe don't sit there. I'm here to tell you, you can sit there. This was for outdoor venues specific, because on the indoor venues, obviously, they don't have those huge pillars. But I was very concerned about the pillars, thinking, man, I'm not going to see any of the matches, right? Thank God WWE changed it and made the pillars see-through. So I was able to see the whole event. That was very cool, very reassuring. I'm sure if you guys are thinking about going and you want to sit kind of on a corner, so hopefully that's good news for you guys. And it was a great time. It was a great time overall. There weren't really a ton of problems at all. And the risers, though, I will say this. I'm a taller guy. They might not be the best idea for shorter people or people that don't want to be standing the whole event. That's what I'll say about risers. Keep that in mind, that you're right above the floor. You're very close to floor level. So when the people on the floor are standing up, your view of the ring is very limited. So just keep that in mind when buying risers. If you don't want to be standing up, or you might be on the shorter side, it might not be the best spot for you. You might want to get seats where you can actually just see the ring from an elevated level. That was another thing I wanted to say. And then last thing that I didn't see, I mean, you kind of see it all over, when the Super Bowl happens and all these things. Just know if you're going to have a beer there, they are expensive. They were ranging from $14 to $20.50, I think. So just keep that in mind. Have your money ready to go. Save up before you go to Mania. It's a very expensive trip, but it's a legendary trip. This is my first WrestleMania, and I always wanted to go. It was always a bucket list item for me, and to go with my dad to the 40th anniversary and see our guy Cody Rhodes take home the title was unbelievable. I had a great time overall, and I encourage you guys, if the money's looking right and you are able to go, I definitely encourage you to go and enjoy. It's nothing like I ever experienced, and I've been to a ton of house shows, ton of live shows. This was nothing like anything that I've ever been to. So I definitely encourage you to go. If it's on your bucket list, try to get there. It was a really good time, and no matter where you sit too, I was talking to people that sat all over the map, and they were able to see the ring. So I think that WWE did a great job of making the ring very visible, even being in an outdoor stadium. So that's my 2 cents, guys. Like I said, I know that you want to see, or I hope you want to see, the stuff that we got autographed and the things we picked up in the WWE Superstore. Tons of great stuff. I'm going to tell stories about if I was able to communicate with the wrestlers, if it was really quick, all that stuff. That's coming in the next video that will be out probably tomorrow or the day after, which is going to be basically just going over the haul and showing you guys the stuff that we picked up. So again, I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed some of the footage that I was able to get, and thank you all for being here, and I appreciate it. If you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Like this video, share it with your friends. I would really appreciate it. Hope you all take care. God bless as always. See you soon. This whole video is going to be crazy, guys. Get ready for it.